noticed that sometimes the biggest scandals don't begin with an explosion? They begin with a smile everyone calls cute? Because behind one of the most powerful families in entertainment, whispers are growing louder than ever. What if the child everyone celebrates as the future queen of the Carter Empire is quietly becoming the person nobody inside the family wants to deal with? And what if the first person brave enough to call it out isn't an outsider, but Beyoncé's own sister? Suddenly, the jokes about Blue Ivy being everyone's manager don't sound like harmless internet memes anymore. They sound like warnings that were hiding in plain sight all along.
I feel like moving to New Orleans and putting him in school there was a good move for keeping him humble. He's just around a lot of like sweet, nice, normal kids. And also around a lot of kids who get disciplined, may have similar discipline.
She's the boss. It's little Blue Ivy telling her high-powered parents to calm down at the Grammys. It was a hilarious moment as she politely turns to Beyoncé and then Jay-Z as if to say, chill out.
At first, it looked adorable. Fans laughed every time Blue Ivy confidently corrected adults or casually took charge beside her superstar parents. Social media crowned her the ultimate manager, praising her confidence and maturity. But then something changed. The same behavior that once looked charming reportedly began making people behind closed doors deeply uncomfortable. According to growing rumors, Blue wasn't simply acting confident anymore. She was allegedly expecting everyone around her to follow her lead. The whispers claim that while Beyoncé and Jay-Z continue celebrating their daughter's growing influence, not everyone inside the extended family believes this path ends well. And that's where Solange supposedly reached her breaking point. Sources suggest she believes the family has crossed the line between raising a confident daughter and creating someone who no longer hears the word no. Even more shocking, insiders claim Solange has confronted Beyoncé over it, arguing that discipline cannot disappear simply because someone is destined to inherit an empire. The public only catches tiny glimpses, but those tiny moments are exactly what make people suspicious. Every appearance, every reaction, every decision suddenly starts looking like another piece of a much larger puzzle.
Maybe it's details like that that we just gotta make sure it's not gonna distract from how nice everything else is.
Wasting your time over fingers. You need rest.
To millions watching online, Blue Ivy looks fearless. She's comfortable on the world's biggest stages, confidently standing beside two global icons who seem perfectly willing to let her take control. People still remember the famous Grammy moment when she appeared to shush her own parents, and instead of outrage, the internet celebrated it. Then came stories from Knowles herself about Blue confidently correcting her grandmother whenever she believed she was doing something wrong. Fans called it intelligence, others called it maturity beyond her years. But critics began asking a different question. What happens when a child grows up surrounded by constant applause? What happens when every correction receives laughter instead of consequences? Those questions refused to disappear, especially as Blue's public profile continued growing faster than ever before.
Every once in a while I'll get a call from Blue and she'll say, Grandma, that's really whack what you just did. That's really whack. You should delete that. Really, you should delete that.
And do you listen?
No. I'm like, girl, I'm on to the next thing.
Looking back, some now believe the foundation for this controversy was laid long before Blue Ivy ever stepped onto a concert stage. Jay-Z openly admitted years ago that his daughter would probably become spoiled. At the time, everyone laughed. It sounded like a loving father making a playful prediction. But now, those old comments are being revisited through a completely different lens. From a multi-million-dollar nursery to luxury toys, personal stylists, bodyguards, exclusive experiences, and achievements that placed her among Grammy winners before reaching double digits in age, Blue grew up surrounded by opportunities that few people could ever imagine. None of that is her fault. But critics argue that unlimited privilege without equally strong boundaries can slowly reshape anyone's expectations of the world. Reports now suggest Blue allegedly demanded her own VIP dressing room during the Cowboy Carter tour, alongside a dedicated team available around the clock. Whether every claim claim is true or exaggerated. The timing has fueled endless speculation because it perfectly matches the growing narrative surrounding her public image. Even members of Beyoncé's own family have previously contributed comments that now sound remarkably different in hindsight. Matthew Knowles proudly spoke about ensuring Blue could achieve absolutely anything she wanted, even joking that, if necessary, entire opportunities would simply be created for her. At the time, those statements reflected family pride. Today, critics interpret them as evidence of a child growing up inside an environment where obstacles rarely exist. And perhaps that is exactly why some believe Solange is no longer staying silent. Because if nobody inside the family establishes limits now, what happens when the world eventually refuses to keep saying yes? The situation became even more explosive once family comparisons reportedly entered the picture. According to the growing rumors, this wasn't simply about Blue Ivy's attitude anymore. It was about what Solange allegedly saw as a double standard inside one of entertainment's most famous families. For years, Beyoncé was reportedly quick to question how Solange handled raising her own son, Jules. But now, insiders claim Solange believes the exact same level of accountability has disappeared when it comes to Blue Ivy. The alleged disagreement isn't just about parenting. It's about influence, authority, and whether fame has started protecting behavior that would never be accepted from anyone else. Then came another public moment that critics immediately added to their growing list of clues.
She's a hard worker. She's a little boss already. They call her my manager for sure.
Oh, really?
Oh,
In
yeah,
what way?
all the time. I'm with Blue in Paris, and we go to this play, and I'm sneaking and videotaping, and she's saying, Grandma, you're not supposed to video. And she's always bossing me around.
Listening to Tina Knowles describe Blue as the boss sounded sweet to millions watching. The stories about Blue correcting her grandmother made audiences laugh. They admired her confidence and independence. But others heard something entirely different. They wondered whether every adult around Blue had become so fascinated by her intelligence that they forgot to teach her when to step back. Constant praise can become addictive, especially when it comes from family, millions of fans, and an internet eager to crown someone extraordinary. Every standing ovation reinforces the belief that you're always right. Every compliment makes criticism harder to hear. And perhaps that's why one particular public appearance suddenly became impossible for critics to ignore. The Met Gala wasn't just another glamorous event. According to those questioning Blue's growing confidence, it became the first time the public witnessed what they believe had been happening privately for years. Reports claimed Blue refused repeated requests to remove her sunglasses, not only ignoring stylists, but allegedly dismissing guidance from her own father. Even more noticeable to some observers was that Beyoncé appeared unwilling to intervene. Whether that interpretation is fair or not, the moment spread across social media almost instantly, with thousands debating whether it reflected ordinary teenage independence or something much deeper. Those rumors only intensified speculation surrounding Solange's alleged frustration. Sources claim she believes Blue is still young enough to benefit from guidance before habits become permanent. From her perspective, a simple request shouldn't become a public power struggle. And according to the whispers, that's exactly why she reportedly decided to speak up privately. But the internet wasn't interested in hearing her side. Almost immediately, attention shifted towards Solange's own son, Jules. Critics argued she had no right to comment on someone else's parenting, while her own child had attracted controversies of his own. His relationships, online disputes, and personal decisions were dragged into the conversation as people accused Solange of hypocrisy. Suddenly, instead of discussing Blue Ivy's reported behavior, the spotlight expanded into a family-wide debate over parenting, fame, privilege, and accountability. Every member of the Knowles family found themselves pulled into a conversation that kept growing louder with every passing day. Yet despite all the criticism aimed at Solange, one uncomfortable question refused to disappear. What happens when someone grows up surrounded by endless admiration, unlimited resources, and an entire industry determined to protect them? History has shown countless celebrities who believed applause would last forever until public opinion suddenly turned against them. Fans who build someone up can just as quickly tear them down. The same internet celebrating confidence today can label that exact same behavior arrogance tomorrow. tomorrow. That's why some observers believe this conversation isn't really about Blue Ivy at all. It's about the environment surrounding her and whether anyone inside that circle is willing to establish limits before the outside world eventually does it instead. For now, none of these rumors have been confirmed, and much of the speculation continues to circulate online rather than being established fact. But one thing is undeniable. Every appearance Blue Ivy makes will now be examined more closely than ever before. Every interaction with Beyoncé, Jay-Z, Solange, or the rest of the family will be dissected frame by millions, looking for signs that something bigger is happening behind the scenes. And perhaps that's the biggest twist of all. The real story may no longer be whether Blue Ivy is becoming Hollywood's newest diva, but whether the people closest to her can keep the growing whispers from becoming tomorrow's headlines.